Hey guys, before we get into this video, I just want to make sure everyone knows that these videos were actually recorded before the most recent leaks from Dragon Ball Super that we got on June 15th, 2017. With that being said, I try to make it very clear in this video that these are just speculations and theories and the leaks aren't necessarily true. Also, the new leaks, while they don't necessarily confirm exactly the original leaks that we got, they don't necessarily deny them either, so it's still open for debate in my opinion. But with that being said, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Just I'm putting this disclaimer out there for everyone who knows I'm not necessarily going off of new information. These were recorded several days ago. So I hope everyone enjoys the video. Hey YouTubers, I hope you're enjoying the content. Before we get to today's video, I want everyone to go hit that bell over by the subscriber button so you're notified every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. And we are once again talking about Frieza, the golden arch nemesis of Goku, Vegeta, and basically the biggest dick in the entire show proper. So with that being said, I am once again joined by Golden Scouter, or Kevin. I'm going to call you Kevin from now on. We're going to be pretty real, you know, really real with each other, real too real with each other. Honestly, man, yeah, so we're going to be talking about this. Anyway, before we get started, why don't you say hello to everyone listening, and we'll get started.
Hey everyone, and what's up, Mark? How's it going?
What's up, man? Like, not much. We got to do these videos right now, but honestly, guys, I hope you all like this topic. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Frieza and whether or not Toei, in particular, Toriyama, Toei, Tortaro, anyone working on this creatively, is going to understand or make it so that Frieza is going to get hakai'd at the end of this arc. I mean, if the leaks are to be believed or true, which at this point, like I say a couple times, we don't necessarily know. By the time we're recording this, we're not necessarily sure one way or the other exactly how much of these leaks are real and how much aren't. But they've been giving us information one way or the other that Frieza's going to go fight with Universe 4, and this, to me, can potentially piss off Beerus, or even Zeno, or the Grand Priest, or someone who is way stronger than Frieza, and potentially at the end of all of this tournament, this guy is going to get hakai'd. He's not going back to hell. He can't necessarily transition from heaven to hell, or whatever it was. You know, the soul has to kind of move on and reincarnate in one body or the other. What's going to happen is Frieza will get hakai'd, completely erased from existence, and that will be that. That will just be everything to do with that. We'll never see him again, and it's the series going. We know he's popular. We know y'all wanted to see him again, but this is us putting our foot down. This guy will never, ever come down here again and actually start wreaking havoc, and we'll never actually sell toys on the same level that we have been and anything else like that. So with that being said, Kevin, what do you think about this? Do you think that that makes business sense? Do you think that makes story sense? Do you think that it does one or not the other or anything else like that? Take it away.
It really depends on the whole conditions, Mark. I mean, the whole thing about Frieza getting hakai'd is that there will never ever be a time when he will ever come back. Ever. So the thing is, if he gets hakai'd, he had better do something freaking awesome to where everyone has their mind blown of like how that Frieza redeemed himself or something like that. So to me, it really amounts to, what does Frieza do before this whole hakai'd? Does he do something awesome to make the fans just go wow and make their jaws drop? Or does he do something beforehand, or just basically just everything beforehand that just makes everyone think, why did this even happen? Why did Frieza come back just for us to be disappointed? Like, sure, they might create a really cool scene for the hakai'd. Maybe that scene in and of itself might be enough to blow everyone's minds. But if Frieza's comeback isn't really satisfying, I think that him getting hakai'd just kind of is underwhelming in a way. It just kind of makes it to where, well, Frieza came back again, didn't really do anything, and now he's gone forever, never ever to return again. But if he does something really awesome beforehand, something that would really kind of like really cross the lines in what we're expecting from him, maybe even something that's even more evil and despicable than he's ever done before, and something that's actually has good writing, maybe this Hakai can actually be something that's actually welcomed and epic at the same time.
Yeah, and like I completely agree with that. And honestly, guys, whoever's listening right now, please make sure to go to the comment section below. One, tell us whether you agree with that, but also as you continue listening, tell us what you think that particular thing would be, because honestly, I'm not necessarily sure. We do have confirmation that Frieza and Frost are going to be talking at some point during this particular interaction with all the tournament and everything going on. If the leaks, like I say, are to be believed, someone like Yamcha would probably replace Frieza, and all the other universe who don't necessarily side with Universe 7 are going to be fighting, because those are the people who side with Universe 11, or I think it was 9, I can't really necessarily remember, are going to be siding with them in order to take out Universe 7 first. So it would be really interesting if Frost and Frieza kind of make a pact that even though Frost is supposed to be fighting alongside Universe 7 and Frieza is not supposed to be fighting for Universe 4 against Universe 7, that they would do whatever they could to basically let Goku be out, and having both of those guys work together to basically push Goku out at the beginning of the tournament would probably be interesting, and maybe even justified that the rest of the team for Universe 7 is actually pushed to the bare extent, and we actually get a tournament and huge stakes on the line where the guy who basically instigated all of this, who we think is going to be the last fighter remaining, is taken out fairly early on in the tournament, and then everyone else has to basically pull their own weight. I'm talking Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan, Roshi, Tenshinhan, Krillin, 18, 17, and Yamcha potentially if he's actually the last member. So I think that would be cool, and it might be worth Hakai from Beerus at the end of all this. Like, I can't believe you almost screwed us over like this. You're just done. You're absolutely done. And honestly, that makes sense story-wise, but in terms of marketing, in my opinion, I don't necessarily see it ever making sense or being played out that way. Frieza is just way too popular to have him completely gone forever. Now, that's not to say they didn't kill him, but the fact that they brought him back, now this is the 3rd time, at least in the main canon, 10th time if you count almost everything else, not counting the games, I think, but almost everything else outside of the main Dragon Ball Z canon, or Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, you know what I mean. I don't necessarily see them doing this. I don't necessarily see them erasing him with that kind of power and never bringing him back again, unless at some point after this they kind of indicate, or at least wink to the audience that says maybe potentially the Super Dragon Balls could potentially bring him back, or Zeno could bring him back, or someone could reverse the permanence of the Hakai. So I think that is something we could look forward to, but it would be interesting to see them take that leap, considering the fact that even though he is so popular at this point, he is so overused, and I feel like even if what he does is epic and completely justified for his character, there's going to be a little burnout with even his biggest fans to say, yes, we're done with Frieza. He's just someone who'll never change, and we need to stop seeing him do the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the Hakai, I can actually see them actually bringing Frieza back. I mean, the whole thing is, with the leaks, I think there was also a thing said where if people get knocked out the ring, they get instantly erased from existence. So my thing is that even if Frieza has Hakai'd, and my theory is that the reason why he would be is that maybe he did some kind of friendly fire, maybe knocking out someone off of the ring, basically erasing them. Like you were saying with the Super Dragon Balls, maybe there'll be another saga set up in the future where, say, like the next arc is all about collecting the Super Dragon Balls again, or even just the... I'm kind of going ahead of myself, but even the wish on the actual tournament, like winning the actual tournament, that can actually be used to bring back everyone who was erased from existence from the tournament. So, I mean, I think that that's easily a way that that loophole can be kind of, I don't know, just bypassed.
And I really want to emphasize this again. I think I didn't necessarily talk about it, but I just kind of am taking this for granted. So obviously at this point, there's probably plenty of, I guess, comments saying that if you're taking the leaks for just like what they are, then Frieza's going to lose and basically be erased from existence anyway. Let me just be clear. I feel like there's going to be no real permanence to that. I don't see the real threat in it, honestly, and that's just me. And it could potentially go a completely different way, and anyone who does get kicked off the tournament ring is actually going to get erased for real. But the problem I have with thinking about that is, Tortaro said that they weren't necessarily going to retcon the ending of Dragon Ball Z, and as we saw at the end of Dragon Ball Z, everyone is there. And just showing, like, after 48 minutes, after everything going on, it would be a really overpowered situation to have all of Universe 7 survive. Like,
yeah.
I mean, outside of, and am I wrong? Because I know, you can help me, but am I wrong? But, you know, everyone is there at the end of Dragon Ball Z, and no one says there's absolutely no stakes to this, because everyone who we see in this tournament is there at the end. But at least in my memory holds straight, Shinhan and 17 aren't showed, so maybe they could die, and that would be pretty cool. But I just don't necessarily think that that's going to be part of the ultimate outcome of this tournament. I think that even if they get erased, they're going to be brought back some way, shape, or form.
I think that, I don't know, there's just a lot of ideas that could really be brought with this tournament. Like how he was saying that everything that we know, I mean, everything is going to lead up to the end of Z, like, no matter how we slice it. So what I was thinking was, like, this is kind of another discussion for another video, but it would be kind of entertaining, or just kind of a twist for, like, Universe 7 to lose, and then Whis is just like, we've, like, diverged from the path of, like, the original intention of the timeline or whatever for this universe, and then, like, he like clicks his staff and then, like, shows the end of Z, and he's like, see, this is the original path that we were supposed to go down, and now since we lost the tournament, we actually can't go, we're straying from this path now, so you need to fix this, or something like that.
And then the next arc is them trying to fix it. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of
honestly,
going
I like that idea.
Though.
Yeah, I like that idea, but yeah, it's not necessarily getting a little bit off topic there, but yeah, like I actually do like that idea. But anyway, I definitely think that it would be interesting and pretty marketable, at least at the moment, to basically show that Frieza has been hakai'd. He will never come back again, and it's basically the swan song for the character in general, because that's what we all thought Frieza's return in the Fakatsu no F movie and the arc of Dragon Ball Super was supposed to indicate as well, but obviously that wasn't necessarily the case. And I think that they could do the exact same thing here. I think it would be pretty good for them to do the exact same thing and make it seem like he's gone for good, get the hype and the everything going from that, and at the same time just find out another ass-pull way to bring him back whenever they want to bring him back for any reason whatsoever. And I think that that would actually work pretty well for them both ways, both creatively and marketing-wise, at least for the time being. And as we've seen pretty much throughout Dragon Ball, there's never a shortage of any kind of plot conveniences that will bring someone back or bring something into the show that's not necessarily possible or was probable before that person was introduced. So that's just my take on the matter.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I fully agree, man. Sorry, but it's just that during this video I just ended up getting just, like, mind blown with that new idea of, like, oh my god.
That's a really cool idea, and potentially we'll do a video about it at some point. But anyway, guys, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For anyone who hasn't already, please pause this video right now, go down to the description section below, and make sure to check out Golden Scouter, Kevin, because this guy does some really awesome content. As I've said before, honestly, some of the most original stuff that I've ever seen from the Dragon Ball community. I mean, everyone does. He does power scaling. I feel like he's really intuitive with the power scaling, which is great. Me personally, his drinks, like his Dragon Ball style alcoholic drinks and his recipes are awesome as well. That's stuff that like no one else is covering, no one else is doing. He'll teach you how to make drinks or food, and I just think that that's so amazing. So guys, please make sure to go check that out, support him, because we need more content like this, and we also need him to get more support and more motivation to do more and more of these for the future if he wants to do it. And he does seem pretty passionate about it in the videos. So guys, make sure to go check those out. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, do not forget to hit that bell over by the subscriber button for notifications anytime I drop a video. And we're going to catch y'all in the next video. Bye.